I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Man, can we do 3-day work weeks every week?
No kidding.
Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday? What?
Yeah, it's another reason why I'm jealous of Howard Stern, huh?
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to act like it's Monday. So when it is Wednesday, holy shit, it's Friday.
Okay.
It's the weekend, bitches.
You are confusing, bitches.
I know. But I ain't got... You got kids and a husband and shit. I can be confusing, and it's my own madness. I don't have to rely on anybody.
You can be at the wrong place on the wrong day.
And no one's going to yell.
It's not going to be a big deal.
It's not going to be that big of a deal.
Yeah. Minimal devastation.
Exactly.
He'll only have himself to be mad at.
Yeah.
That'll be it. It'll blow over quick.
Yeah. Jenny, you said you were kind of laying low over the weekend, had a little bit of a head cold kind of thing going on.
Yeah, I was ill, and man, I don't know. I caught what you guys had, what I guess Suits has. It's because Suits was out today.
Yeah.
We've been passing it around like a party tray of food.
Pretty sure I had it first. I came in back from Jensen in bad shape. And it wasn't, the partying didn't help, but I could tell I had a funk. There was something in me.
Yeah.
Something odd.
Okay. What was his name?
Jensen Jake.
Hey, you could have a husband too.
It's just, I got fucked over. I love Jensen. Great people. They got me sick, though.
Yeah. We did the same. I was heading towards the Bronx, and so I knew. I just laid low, did a lot of binge watching. I thought I was feeling better. Almost went out, did a little boat trip yesterday, but said, nah, I'm just gonna just chill one more day.
It's smart.
Yeah.
I laid low, and I had to go to work last night because I had promised to do an event. But, man, it took everything I had to just get up and get ready. And in the shower, I almost passed out. I'm like, whoa, I am lightheaded.
That's been the major issue with my whatever I got is that it zapped out my energy. I get still, I'm not struggling with my energy. I'm not. Yeah. I'm still kind of a little wonky with how I'm feeling. Mm-hmm. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know, bro.
So, yeah, we had a fun 4 days.
None of us. We all took it. We all did take it easy.
Yeah.
Holiday, not a bit fun.
Yeah.
But you know what? I saved money. I didn't spend a dime.
Yeah, we were pretty much the same way.
I stayed in the house.
Didn't do a whole lot.
I still managed to buy a lot of fucking groceries. Like 3 different days I went to Publix.
Wow, okay.
I laid in bed and Panda just waited on me hand and foot. So that was kind of nice.
Oh, okay.
Does he feed you little snacks?
He
and
did.
Put little warm rags on your forehead?
He went and got me whatever I wanted to eat. He got me crumble cookies. He took care of Rocco. He was great.
Okay. All over it.
When you were little and you would get sick, would your mom or your parents kind of treat you a little bit more special, or was it, tough it up, kid?
Yeah, no.
It was toughen up, kid.
No, I don't remember anything special.
Really?
I mean, I would get maybe soup or some things like that they would bring, which was nice. But, yeah, aside from that, no, not too much.
My mom would kind of turn it out. If I was legit sick, she'd kind of make it a good day for you.
Yeah.
Sherbet party, sherbet galore.
Nah, nothing like that.
Damn, that sucks, dog.
Chicken noodle soup, that's about all I remember. Yeah, there wasn't anything special about it.
You could watch whatever you want on TV.
Yeah, everything sucked. It was like The Price is Right. That was it.
Daytime programming when you're a little
terrible.
kid. Is
Yeah.
pretty bad.
These kids today don't realize how good they got it.
You're right. Those shitty programs.
Terrible.
Oh my gosh. I was so happy because they had a Below Deck marathon on Bravo. And so I watched that all Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It was so good.
Okay.
It's a reality show. I caught up on it.
We were lucky because we struggled with bills, but for whatever reason, we always had HBO.
Yeah.
It was an odd thing. We struggled with money, but always had to have that HBO.
Yeah.
That's a Cape Pennington thing.
Health insurance, car insurance, nah.
HBO though, baby. We got movies.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, the thing that we got into, I finally got my son to watch the Friday Night Lights, the movie, and then we started getting back into the series, which I had seen before years ago with the Queen. but I never watched it with Cannon. He's getting ready to start playing high school football.
Oh, so it's very appropriate.
Yeah, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to watch it. Have you ever watched a show a second time and it actually was maybe even better the second time?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Friday Night Lights is probably even better and the second time, and it's all because of the guy that plays Coach Taylor on that. He was also the dude that was in Bloodline, the show that they did out of Key West. Just his facial expressions, he's such a grumpy, like, hard ass that you realize the brilliance of his acting. The guy's really good. He's very funny without saying a word. Because he's always like, motherfucker, he's just always got that kind of like look. And yeah, they got some really good characters on that show. It's heartwarming. It's awesome. Plus, it's got football. Yeah, Kyle Chandler is the guy's name that plays Eric Taylor on it. He's pretty solid. So yeah, still watch that. Did a lot of binge watching there. So it wasn't bad. I watched it with my son, so it was good times.
When it gets old enough, we got to get him watching Varsity Blues. I don't want your life.
Okay, yeah, might do that. I'd asked him. He'd already seen what is the Return? What's the Titans movie?
Remember the Titans?
Remember the Titans, yeah.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, so he'd already seen that, so we didn't do that. But yeah, we're still working through Friday Night Lights.
You got to show him a couple other football movies. Wildcats is a great football movie.
Yeah, I wonder if that would play because that's from the 80s. That's Goldie Hawn. That goes way back.
There's Unnecessary Roughness. That's a funny one.
And I think that was a rated R movie.
They are all rated R. But I mean, he's 15. I mean, it's not like he's getting there. He's watching worse shit on TikTok.
Think so? Okay.
Hell yeah.
So not a big deal.
I mean, Wildcats isn't so over the top. Yeah, I think he's at an age where he can watch Unnecessary Roughness, Wildcats.
Yeah, he's 15 now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but look at this guy.
Yeah.
He was watching HBO when he was 5.
Back to HBO. We always had to have it, and you're right. Titties galore.
HBO. Oh, look, there's titties.
They had that thing. I don't know if they had it when you lived in Ohio, but every now and then the cable company would give you free HBO or free Playboy for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I do remember the free HBO.
And every now and then they would forget to turn off. They'd give you an extra day on a Monday with Playboy, and me and my brother go, "Oh my gosh, it's Monday, and we still got titties." It was such a big
bonus.
Such a big
Yeah.
What a bonus and what a boner.
Pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah.
Titty Monday.
It was a big, back then that was a big deal.
You probably had rubbed that thing raw by Monday. If they had free,
You could tell what day it was by
free
his limp.
Playboy all weekend, by Monday, could you walk?
Free Playboy is a big fucking deal.
Thank God they finally shut it off on Tuesday. Your dick couldn't take it.
Yeah, so we just did that and then just kind of kept up. Caitlin's overseas right now, so we just kind of tried to stay in contact with her to see how she's doing.
You talk to her every day?
She was somewhere on a boat
Yeah.
with mountains in the background. I was like, ooh, where's Caitlin?
Yeah, she's over there. I think it's like Saint-Tropez. that
Wow.
area, just off of Nice in France. Yeah, and so and somebody let me know. I didn't even realize there's an app. It's called Marine Traffic, and you can, I guess, pretty much find any boat anywhere in the world. So we just put in the name of the boat that she's on, and you could see it sends kind of like a GPS coordinate, and you can see exactly where she was and when they're moving around and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'd never seen that before. So if you've got that kind of thing, were you ever trying to see a boat? I assume it works for any boat, pretty much anywhere. If you want to see, like, for instance, you have somebody that ever goes across to the Bahamas.
You want to see where they are?
Yeah.
Marine Traffic.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm sure most people probably who do boating's like, yeah, dude. I mean, come on.
I didn't know that, but.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was common knowledge or not.
I didn't know everybody had a tracker on them.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so there you go. All right, let me see. Other stuff going on here. Curtis sent an email. He said, thanks for getting me into the VIP 4th of July celebration.
Woohoo!
It was great. Yeah, for 4th on Flagler. Had a nice little setup. Got some free swag, free food, cookies, and all that good little setup.
Oh, that's a nice little setup.
Yeah. Very nice.
I love it.
Is that a conch fritter or a meatball? It looks good.
Just foods in ball form are fun.
Yes, I love balls of food.
Oh, there's so many ball types of food. You got your cheese balls, your meatballs. You get a lot of stuff there. You got bread balls.
I like chicken nuggets that are shaped like a ball. I call them chicken balls.
They have done. I will say that the nugget game has jumped for store bought. They got a lot of different shapes, a lot of different kinds, styles.
Publix chicken they call them popcorn chicken, but they're chicken balls.
Chicken balls.
I like chicken ball.
Yeah, chicken balls.
I just wish Publix had a hot bar like they did at the Greenwise. You know how Whole Foods has got the thing in the middle?
Yeah.
I would like to go to a place like that and not spend $35 on a fucking salad. But yeah, that would be cool.
The Publix in Alton has that.
It does?
Yeah, but it's not big.
That Alton,
It's not as big as the Greenwise one.
that Alton's got some restaurants over there. I gotta mosey on over there.
You do. They have quite a few fun things in Alton.
All right, Alton.
That is a nice, really nice setup. Yeah, they do. That Miller's Ale House there is pretty awesome.
It's spread out. You can't like walk the whole thing because it's like spread out and there's parking in between all the buildings. But there's a lot of choice over there.
I'm into what you're saying right
Crumble cookies there. They got the Bolé. They got a great Asian place. They got Lenora's.
now. Look, Crumble cookie, they taste good. They got some balls with these prices. I'm just saying. Holy shit. Come on.
It's crazy, right? There are a couple of things that are just food items now that they had. They're supposed to be craft or high end. It just, in the price on some of these things, it's crazy.
Crumble is good, but they're not as good as that price. I'm sorry. That price is way too much money for those kind of fucking cookies.
What do you think is super way overpriced? What kind of food items?
Crumble cookies would
Yeah.
be one.
What else belongs in that category?
Those flatbreads I get at Publix that I love. I keep getting the French onion one. They finally got them back into my Publix. They're $10. It's way too much fucking money. It's not that big. It's you're overpriced. It's overpricing it.
Okay.
The flatbreads at Publix are overpriced.
You heard it here.
Okay.
Look, I run hot with this shit.
Yeah, I hear you. There's just some things out there. You're like, well, it just doesn't. It doesn't feel like it should be.
If you're shopping
Costing that much.
if you're shopping for good prices, Publix ain't the place to go.
Marky Mark's pickles. What the shit?
Overpriced, yeah.
In fact, pickles in general, I've noticed, it's a pickle. What are we doing? $9 pickles, Virginia?
That's a lot. I can't sign off on that.
We can't.
Let me see. Got an email here from Leah. She said, I am so behind on your shows. I listen to Spotify. I'm still in April. I heard people saying that they didn't like when Jaybird yells at Hank Pinks, and I love when he yells random things. Leaves me laughing hysterically. It's the best way to enjoy my hour drive to and from work. Keep it up. I know games get phased out, but honestly, you guys are the best and have the best games. I play along in the car, and it makes my drive feel that much shorter. I listen when you're in Miami. It took me a little while to find you again, so glad I could find y'all.
Yay.
Oh, thank you for the kind email. I will continue to yell.
In every game, not just Hank Pink.
It's all over the place.
What you may like, someone else is going to fucking hate. That's the one thing I've learned.
That's it. Linda said the losers of Do It Bitch should eat a cup of raw garlic and record every fart they have that day. They just can make it a montage, and I hope Virginia loses, it says.
I guess my question, would people really want to hear that?
I don't know that they would. I don't know if they would. We've done as a punishment before eating a clove of garlic, and you can bring that back.
That's awful.
That's always tough.
Or
And Kevin is very sensitive to garlic.
I am.
It makes him fart like a maniac.
Yeah,
So-
I'd have to cancel all plans for the day.
Or what's the Do It Bitch Day?
Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
The other punishment we hadn't done a long time. This is a rough fucking punishment, and I would be so bummed out. We had to eat a raw onion, and I've had to do it a couple times.
Yeah.
That is a challenging, not very good punishment.
It's terrible.
It ruins your day. It's tough to get through.
It burns.
It burns.
It burns
Yeah.
so bad.
It's long. It's time consuming.
Yeah, that's either one of those is both pretty tough.
But bring it back. If it sucks, our pain is your pleasure.
Matt D in the Pizzle said, so I am in the mindset of replaying the entire ATSP playlist on YouTube for the fourth time, all 1,300 episodes. And I came across the ATS from 4/11/19 when you guys heard the news about Andy Preston. I just got to say how much I appreciate you guys sharing your lives with us when Kevin broke down in tears. I did too. Then I smiled when Jaybird forced a hug and kisses on Kevin.
Aww.
I'm excited that the Great 48 is on deck again too. Also, I'm the guy from Buffalo Wild Wings that scolded Jaybird for chanting, although I was tickled pink to hear you mention on the regular show, and for Jaybird to prove me right in Walmart. Let him know I was just trolling. Hope to see you guys at the Palm Beach Kennel Club later this month.
Yeah, it was confusing. I couldn't tell what the fuck was going on, but I'm glad to hear from you.
Yeah.
I can't
So
wait
he
to
was
see-
just trolling you.
I don't know. It was weird. He seemed like he was serious, but I mean, it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
We'll share a beer. We'll share a beer.
Yeah. Let me see here. Other stuff that we got coming in. And said, my birthday's coming up and we're looking to save some money on a dinner or meal out. Can you let me know the list of places that Kevin's wife put together that offers free stuff on your birthday? I know Kevin may have missed out on his, but mine's approaching. I don't want to be forgotten. Happy belated birthday, Kev. Yeah, you know, I'm trying to think because I know we had that at one point is a topic we had done on the show.
But it's always changing, too. So you have to kind of research it and figure out who's doing what for birthday giveaways.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you got to say, okay, where are we with this and, you know, what's going on with it right now.
Didn't you say the Okeechobee Steakhouse gives you a free steak on your birthday?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
That is, but you know the one thing about it though, you have to get like another entree, so you're gonna spend money if
They're
you
making
do
you
that.
spend.
Yeah, so it's still a little cheap. So that's or not cheap. It's not cheap. So you're still gonna spend a good chunk of money.
But-
the one thing I know we do is you get a free bottle of champagne at ER Bradley's.
Okay.
So that's one thing that we do.
Don't you get a free scoop of ice cream somewhere at Carvel or something? Or am I making shit up again?
That could be right. I don't know. I'll look it up.
We're good, Kevin.
Yeah.
This is your team.
Don't you get a free shoe at Payless?
Just one.
Just one.
Just the left shoe.
Yeah. Have a hopping good time. Hop on one foot all birthday.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not. Those
Like how Virginia doesn't know if I'm right or not, but sort of agreed with me, and then looks up the factoid.
Yeah, so that's the only two that we regularly do. Kate has got a suggestion for keto chips. I think I've seen this, and I don't know what this is, non-bread or something like that, maybe something along those lines.
Yes.
It's a zero net carb type thing if you want that. And then you got different flavoring salts that you can do after you dry it out. Nacho cheese, ranch, garlic, Parmesan, all that kind of good stuff. But
You
yeah.
do get a free scoop of Baskin Robbins on your birthday.
Boom.
When you opt into the birthday club.
Where's a Baskin Robbins?
There's one, I think, by my house. I see him.
Okay.
So if your birthday's coming up, go sign up for the club ahead of your birthday.
Keep in mind, though, my reference is when I was 9, Kevin, with that Baskin Robbins. So let me double check, make sure it's there.
Okay, so if you can get a time machine, go back to 1986, and you'll be all good. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, there are some few. There are some throughout South Florida.
I see them kind of hybrid with other places these days. There's a Baskin Robbins and then
Okay.
buried,
Okay. Yeah, you got them. You got several in Broward.
There's one on Lake Worth Road. There's one on Blue Heron.
I know Fat Kevin loved that sugar cone.
Oh, yeah. For the sugar. The other one I just wasn't into. It's kind of like cardboard.
Would you ever? It was like cardboard.
Yeah.
Not a lot of taste either. Would you bite the end of your sugar cone and then suck the ice cream out ever?
It got a little messy. I was still kind of a neat kid.
Okay.
So, yeah, I wouldn't do that. But I like the one because a lot of times what they would do, they would put that hard chocolate at the bottom of it so it wouldn't drip through the cone.
They started doing that.
And that was such a treat, man. When you got to the bottom of the cone, you always had that one last bite
Yep.
of the chocolate at the bottom of the cone to look forward to. Man, that was amazing.
The other one that I thought was just amazing, I always forget how much I love it until I'm at a fair or something. I love a dipped chocolate cone or ice cream when they dip it with the magic shell shit.
Yes.
I love that.
When it gets that hard, crusty chocolate.
I gotta do that more often.
Is Magic Shell still a thing?
I don't know if it is.
I think it is, actually. I think it is. You can get it at Publix.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I had to do a little Magic Shell Monday today.
You ever tried to dip your junk in it or anything weird?
No.
I can see you trying to make a magic shell with that.
I mean, if I was with somebody that wanted to like do that
Yeah,
with me,
right.
like in the bedroom, but if I'm not just dipping my balls in Magic Shell,
Yeah,
I
because
think
then, what
people
do you?
think
Because then what do you do?
I think people think I
Like,
do
where do
stuff
we go
like
with
that,
this here now?
including management. I think they go, oh, Bird just goes home and he bathes himself in barbecue sauce and dips his balls in chocolate. And
I think management's right.
I mean,
Just another Wednesday.
I'm fucking crazy. Don't get me wrong. There's a line though.
Do your balls have to be cold if you dip them in magic shell for it to work? Is that the agent that makes the magic shell harden?
I would say this: if somebody was into a little ball play, and you worked in some Magic Shell in the bedroom,
In the ballroom?
in the ballroom.
It would be the ballroom.
I think both
Welcome
parties.
to my ballroom.
I think everybody wins on that one.
My balls are so big, my bedroom is my ballroom.
Yeah, I think if everyone's into that, that's probably a home run.
Yeah, will magic shell harden on your junk though? Because is the cold?
Yeah, it would. I think it would harden a bit. I think if you moved it around too much, it would crackle. But I do think you could do Magic Shell on your balls, and I think it would be
Awesome.
I think it'd be amazing. Somebody.
It does have to be at a certain temperature, though.
All right, so make sure you're not sweating.
With to chill your balls down.
You got to put your balls in the freezer.
Yeah, so it's got to be at a certain temperature.
But that's fun. Have you guys ever in the history of lovemaking brought food in the bedroom? Or is that something you've never even come close to doing?
Queen and I, no, we haven't done the food thing.
But in the history of the Kevin Ralston in the lovemaking set, never any
Yeah,
kind.
no, I've done it before, but yeah, not.
Can you say what it was?
Not the Queen.
Celery?
Yeah, tell us.
I think it was.
Celery?
No calories.
Yeah.
I'm going to bend over. I'm going to need you to put the celery.
Yeah. See how far you can go up the stalk before you choke out.
And then do you use it after?
Who would have thought celery is such a sexual carnal object?
Yeah, right.
What a food.
Everybody else uses the eggplant as the emoji. We should start using the celery.
Yeah, it's hot. I use chocolate syrup, something like that.
I know Virginia's never done food in the bedroom.
You don't know nothing.
There's no way your vanilla ass. Am I wrong?
You are wrong.
Wait, what kind of crustacean? The grossest food. Seafood is the
Crawfish.
grossest.
Put shrimp in my clam.
Oh, crawfish in my cooter can.
It's like coming out of a cave.
Crawfish during sex is so disgusting.
Got an email here from Audra. She said, when I heard you guys play the LFO song Summer Girls on Friday for the free-for-all, gotta say, I'm older now, and I never realized how creepy that song is. Abercrombie is worn by younger teenagers. I loved the song back in the day, but now it's just so cringy thinking back. I'm pretty sure those guys were pushing 30 when they were singing that.
I don't know. I think you're looking too much into it.
I think they were younger than that when they sang that.
They were young.
Yeah, they weren't old. They were Abercrombie age.
And me and Panda bought that single and played it on repeat from the Boca Mall back to Gardens. That's fucked up.
If only I could see you two singing along.
Jamming out. Oh, we ate so much food court food and then jammed out the LFO.
If you had a book called What Made Guys Look Gay in the 90s,
I mean, we were rocking out. I mean, I'd repeat. That's fucking terrible.
We went home and magic shelled each other's balls.
We 69 with Magic Shell. So hard.
Also, we'd received a text earlier. We were talking about Luke Combs, the country star. He covered Tracy Chapman's song Fast Car. I did see now, because of that, I think she is maybe the first black female. It says after he covered that, Tracy Chapman now is the only second time since 99 that a black songwriter has topped the list as the sole credited writer of a song. I believe it's the first time a black female has topped the country charts.
There's a clip.
As a songwriter, solo.
I was watching about 6 months ago, and it's from a festival back in the day, and it's right when Tracy Chapman is about to hit, and she plays Fast Car for this massive audience with just her and a guitar, and it was captivating. You could hear a pin drop. People went fucking just crazy after. It was an amazing performance.
That's the performance that made that song hit. What was that show?
It was a festival of sorts. I'll send you a link.
Okay.
You'll watch it.
No, I will watch it because I'm very intrigued.
Well, I'm impressed when somebody can have just a voice and an instrument and then captivate thousands and thousands of people like she did. Nailed it.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by the story behind the story of why Luke and Tracy haven't had any discussion, no talk, no interaction whatsoever. He doesn't even know if she's happy about it or not. That tells me that she may have not been happy about it.
I think she'll be happy if she's getting royalties.
True.
But she is. If it's the number one song, she's making some bank right now.
She's probably making good bank.
Yeah.
I think that's more common than you think. You think everyone's going to be all friends with each other, but even in that stand-up comedian world, there are people that never even meet or talk with each other. So I could see this as being a business dealing and then never really talking.
Yeah.
If what you said was right about the rules of covering songs.
I just feel like, I don't know, if you're a country artist, you're going to redo somebody's song, you're going to meet them. You're going to sit down, shake their hand, have a beer.
Well, typically, even in country songwriting, though, a lot of it's a machine of songwriters that are just spitting out songs and then they're shopping them around to different singers. So, it seems like it's a tight-knit community, but for the most part, there's probably a lot of stuff where the artist has no interaction with the songwriter themselves.
Absolutely. That's why Morgan Wallen was a little different, because he is a songwriter. He does write. And to Kevin's point, this has always gone on in country where a lot of people do not write their own music.
Right.
You have a team of people,
Yeah.
or you've got some dude or some woman out there that writes, I was in Ohio and I wrote this song about little Daisy Mabel, and here you go. And then all of a sudden, Daisy Mabel, the song is a hit.
Yeah, so the information that somebody sent us is if you're doing a cover song, you need a mechanical license from the original writer or publisher to record and release that song. However, if you are just performing it at a venue, you do not need a license to cover the song if it is live.
Yeah,
it is the responsibility of the venue.
Performing it, you can perform it, but when you're trying to record it and then sell it, it is different.
Yes. Some original copyright owners are happy to see their songs covered and uploaded to YouTube by new artists. It can help increase the exposure of the original artist's music. However, some copyright owners object to unlicensed covers.
I'll tell you do not want to fuck with. Don't fuck with Don Henley of the Eagles. That guy is a prick.
Oh, really?
He is Eric Clapton's kind. Eric Clapton sued somebody for selling his album on eBay.
Wow.
There was some shit where he was
A regular person?
He sued a regular person. Yes, he did. I forget all the details, but it was kind of one of those ones where you go, all right, that was a little dicky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some people are very protective. I think too with the Eagles, they still have records of being the highest, paid or the most downloads or
okay.
They have a big time record. I think he tries to protect that with all of his might.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess it just depends upon the artist for a lot of it, but yeah, typically at least to record it and release it, you'll need some kind of licensing for that. It's apparently what the deal is.
So was Virginia right or wrong?
Elements of it were right.
I pulled it straight off the fucking prep site. So take it up with the rooster, you cock.
Look,
Rooster cock.
I thought you did an amazing job on that story. By the way, I'm only asking the question as a journalist.
Whatever.
As a journalist, I've got to ask.
I pulled it, and that's why I pulled it, because I was fascinated by the fact that he recorded it and had no idea whether or not Tracy was happy about it. I think that's the fascinating part.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird to me that, like, I don't know. I feel like you should talk to the original artist and make sure they're cool.
Yeah, I think probably what it is Luke Combs probably has a manager that is out there always looking for his next songs that he's going to record. And they're probably have just pitch ideas saying, okay, let's look at the new stuff. And then the idea came up, said, hey, if he's going to do a cover, what would he do? And Fast Car might work out well for him.
Oh my gosh, it's on TikTok. Oh my God, I cannot believe Luke Combs wrote this song. This is such a great song that Luke Combs wrote. No TikTok.
Yeah.
That is wrong. He didn't write it.
Yeah, lyrics are pretty good. It's one of those
Oh,
songs.
it's a great song.
Yeah, when you listen to it, really good. Well, this is probably going to add to the talk about a cage match between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. Be interesting because I saw Elon Musk was talking about them doing it in the Roman Colosseum, which I'm like, I can't believe that. I mean, I think it's been at least hundreds of years before they've done any kind of competition in that arena. I don't know if they do it outside the arena because, I mean, the thing's not new. I can't imagine trying to put fans in there. That would be crazy to me.
But you got two people who've got the money and the means to be able to move the needle and make this happen. So they may not sit in the stand, but like Virginia was saying last week, there's ways to make that into a thing.
I'm wondering how likely it'd be. Clearly, they'd have to get the permission of the Italian government. And then you're talking about something with the Coliseum that's priceless, and the last thing they want is anything that would damage the structure itself.
And what happens if like an Apollo Creed kind of a thing happened where one of them, they get into the fight, one of them knocks him out, gets severely hurt?
Oh, it'd be crazy.
Dirt nap, Virginia.
I think Zuckerberg's going down. I think Elon would punch the shit out of him.
You just think that because of his size. Size doesn't always matter. It
I
doesn't
know.
always matter.
I know.
I've seen short
yeah.
dudes beat the fuck out of very large men.
Yeah.
I mean, kick their ass.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, short.
It can happen.
Dude, I played baseball. He was 5'2" and beat the fuck out of a guy
He
who
was 5'2"?
5'2" and beat the shit out of a guy who
Wow.
was 6'10". And the guy who was 6'10" was not this lanky jelly bean kind. He was a big dude.
Wow.
Not jelly bean.
5'2"?
Green bean.
I'm
5'2".
5'5".
Yeah, 5'2". He was second baseman. Mm-hmm. Scrappy player, man. Loved playing with him.
And I don't blame you if you're going to do jelly bean over green bean.
I meant like the body type.
Yeah.
The green bean body.
Yeah, so this might actually add fuel to the fire. Meta, which obviously owns Facebook and Instagram, is launching a micro-blogging app tomorrow called Threads that will allow users to retain followers from Instagram and keep the same username. It will be a direct competitor of Twitter. So if Zuckerberg wanted some publicity for his new platform, Threads, going against Twitter, I mean, it just adds to it. This is perfect, right?
Totally.
I wonder if Elon Musk knew. I wonder if this has to do with the fight and where it's coming from. I'm sure Elon Musk was aware that they're creating Threads, and maybe that's what's been percolating the talk about a fight between the two. Is he's like, oh, yeah, he wants to take me on at Twitter?
Do they really not like each other?
I don't know. Elon Musk
like,
talks smack. Elon Musk talks smack. And, you know, there's probably rivalries that happen, especially since Elon Musk jumped into the social media game. So I think there's a lot of feelings and a lot of talk that goes on in that Silicon Valley world where Elon Musk, you know, he's kind of had a little bit of a falling out, I think, with the area because he pulled his company out of San Francisco and moved him to Austin, I believe, right? At least he did. I think it was with Tesla, and I'm not sure about what he's done with Twitter, but it almost seems like the tech world is, I don't know, not, especially the liberal tech world doesn't love Elon Musk because he's been popping off a lot. So there might be some kind of feelings about that. And especially if you got somebody, I mean, this is Zuckerberg basically saying, I'm going to come into your lane and knock you out of it. And there is people that are souring a little bit on Twitter. Just they don't like the thing that he's done with the blue check mark. And then Elon did something too. He says it's temporary, but they're putting a cap on how many different tweets you can read. And then it's like after 500 or something like that, I guess you can't read anymore. It depends on how many followers you have.
I'm never on Twitter. I just forget about it.
See, that's my main platform. That's mainly what I'm on because it's if you want news and sports, it's the one to go to. It's the platform to be on. So I'm all over that. So, but I have not had a day where they said, "Oh, sorry, you can't look at any more posts."
I like Instagram, but what the shit do I know?
They're all different.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, that really could add to some of the animosity, and it would make sense too from a marketing standpoint for Zuckerberg. I don't think it would make sense, though, for Elon Musk because any fight that they would have between them would give a lot of publicity to the fact that Threads is out there as a direct competitor against Twitter, right?
It would, but also you have the whole, I want to swing my dick. I think Elon wants to swing it. And I think he thinks he can take Zuckerberg out physically.
If there was some kind of a some radio douche. She was like, I can beat Kevin Ralston's ass. Oh, let's fight. We'll do it for charity. All the money. We'll go to Little Smiles. But I'm gonna beat Kevin Ralston's ass. Do you take that bait? Do you kick some ass yourself?
No, that's not been my thing.
It's corny.
Yeah,
it's so 1995.
We've had that. There's a boxing promoter who's like, we go get you in the ring fighting somebody. I'm like, no.
I'm a lover.
No.
What about you, Virginia? Would you, if some woman got lippy in radio, like, I could beat that bitch's ass. Fuck the dirt. Louisiana sucks. What kind of name is Rocco?
I'm not going to fight anybody that I don't actually have beef with.
But she is talking. I mean, she's doing the circuit. She's talking shit about you.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's corny.
It's just silly.
It's fake rage.
It's fake rage. Yeah. And I don't know.
I think sometimes radio beefs can be corny.
Yeah, it's not the energy I bring forth in life. So.
No.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
I know they were big back in the day, the radio beefs, beefing with other shows, and
yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing. I mean, it still happens, but not to the same extent.
Now it's podcast now, Virginia.
Podcast beef.
They do. There's a whole fucking brand of podcasts that all they do is watch other podcasts and talk shit about them. That's the whole podcast.
Oh,
it's
really?
just them taking someone else's podcast. Like, for example, they would take our podcast and for an hour they would break down everything that we do wrong and overanalyze it. There's a whole genre of that.
Okay.
That does very well.
All right. Maria, just wanted to point out in Royal Palm Beach, the 14U Royal Palm Beach Rebellion All-Stars, who won districts and states just this last week. 3-year repeating champs we talked about. They always doing fundraising for some of their trips, and that's on KVJ Cares.
KVJ Cares is something I really believe in. I want more people to find out about that.
Yeah, if you have a little extra money and you want to help, there are always need situations going on in KVJ Nation. So you can go on there and there'll be some with medical issues. There'll be some that are fundraising for their kid. There'll be some that are, my house burned down. Like, there's all kinds of different things that you can help out with.
I just do. People always ask me, they go, I can't do this or I can't go to an event or whatever, but I want to help out. I want to feel good and help somebody out. There's always someone you can help out.
Always.
And then Janelle and Jupiter said, my beautiful friend Melanie, who we became best friends the first day of 6th grade back in 1990. We're still close. She lost her mom last September to ovarian cancer. They were best friends, always together, so it's been hard on her. And she had a CT scan after pain in her abdomen and found out she has a large mass on her uterus.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so she's gone in for a full hysterectomy in her early 40s, y'all. She made it through the surgery. Was told that the mass was cancerous, even though they believed they got it all out. She's going to spend... still need chemo to kill any microparticles. So please give her health a big shout out for her health recovery and a chant, Melanie.
Melanie. Melanie.
So there you go. That's her in the hat and the glasses. So we wish the best to you. Kick cancer's ass.
Kick it.
You.
I'm glad you guys caught it, and I'm glad that they think they got it all out. That's awesome.
No doubt. So if you got something you need to let us know, just send us an email. Mail at kvjshow.com. Everybody is always here for you in the KVJ Nation family. Y'all have a good day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.